I recently made a video called Volkswagen CEO says to employees, make EVs faster or lose your job. And as one of you correctly pointed out, he wasn't really talking to his employees. He was talking to the board, to the managers, to the people who make decisions at Volkswagen around automation. Now, Volkswagen have just disclosed that they are holding off on their investment plan that will counter Tesla. Why are they holding off? Well, Volkswagen CEO Herbert Diess, who is the key driver of Volkswagen's commitment to electric cars, has convinced board members to hold off its latest investment plan as it gears up to bring the fight to Tesla. What is it going to do? It's going to automate more of the production process and make more cars electric to combat their number one rival. Not BMW, not Mercedes, not Ford, not GM, Tesla. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. Fantastic to see you. Thank you for joining me today on this video, for tuning in. I hope you've had an awesome day and you're ready for some really good news here. There's so much good news happening in the electric car world every day of the week. Things are changing so quickly. And I'm really excited, looking forward to literally driving around and being able to sit in traffic and not breathe in diesel and petrol fumes one day. It's going to happen sooner than everybody thinks. Thank you for those of you who are jumping on my Patreon account and contributing to the growth of the channel. Makes a huge difference both in terms of my morale to making these videos, and it's a lot of work to do so many videos and to really focus on trying to push this movement further. As you know, I don't support one company. There's a lot of channels out there that are just kind of pushing a brand at all costs, and so I think they're biased towards one company, whether that be Ford or Tesla, specifically often Tesla. But I like to support every brand that I believe is pushing for electrification of vehicles, for removing fossil fuels, period, from the grid, from cars, from the world, full stop. So thank you very much to those of you who have jumped on Patreon. Thank you to those of you who have jumped on and become members of the channel. I'll put a link in the description below to the Patreon account and to how you can become a member. And by the way, if you do become a member, you get access to some videos 24 hours earlier and a couple of premium videos that are only seen by members as well. So Volkswagen is holding off announcing its 5-year investment plan as it sets its sights on Tesla. Volkswagen originally planned to announce their 5-year plan on November the 12th, 2021, but all of the board members at Volkswagen have agreed to hold off for almost a month until December the 9th to come up with a better plan because their other plan wasn't good enough. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. So remember, when I talk about Volkswagen, I'm not talking about Volkswagen, the car brand per se. I'm talking about Volkswagen, the group, which includes Porsche, Audi, Skoda, Seat, Volkswagen, of course, Lamborghini, Bugatti, and I'm sure there's some I've missed. Put them in the comment section below, and whoever does will win a prize. Just kidding, no prizes from me. If you see someone telling you won a prize in the comment section below, it's some scammer saying to contact them on WhatsApp. Not me, just some idiot who has too much time on his hands and wants to scam you out of your money. Anyway, over the past few weeks, we have intensified the discussions around a shared vision for Wolfsburg 2030, said Herbert Diess, visionary Volkswagen AG CEO at the company's latest third quarter results meeting, according to a report from Reuters. Now, if you don't know, at that meeting, well, Herbert Diess invited Elon Musk to talk to his managers. There's about 200 managers, and of course the Volkswagen board were there as well. And essentially, Herbert Diess used Elon to motivate the board to do exactly what they've just done, to change their plans, to make them, well, much more dramatic, to invest more money, to actually realize, well, we're in the shit here. Tesla's just made this factory. It's way more efficient than our factories are. We need to drastically change. We can't change a little bit, which is what obviously the board wanted to do. You don't want to rock the cart too much, and that's what they wanted to do. And Herbert was all along been saying, no. China is coming as well as Tesla. You don't realize we need to change big. And the board were like, no, just let's not rock the boat too much. And Herbert's saying, Dickheads, do you want a job? Do you want a company? Do you want us to be successful? We need to do this. Elon, tell them, Elon, tell them, trust. And so what did Elon do? Well, a lot of respect for Elon. He doesn't really gain anything out of this other than helping his mate Herbert. Maybe Herbert's going to help him out as well. Reuters said the increased competitive pressures have underscored the necessity to include this joint vision in our next planning round. So the reason for this delay is that Volkswagen will have time to counteract electric vehicle giant Tesla, which are going to start production soon at their state-of-the-art Grunheide gigafactory near Berlin. Now, Volkswagen were the ones who said, not me, not Tesla fanboys, just Volkswagen were the ones who said it takes them 30 hours to build an electric vehicle and it takes Tesla 10 hours. So let that sink in. Tesla Grunheide is for us, for sure, a new reference, setting new benchmarks when it comes to speed, productivity, also lean management, and we have to adjust ourselves to that benchmark, said Diess. In order to achieve this plan, Volkswagen is going to have to alter and automate more of its assembly processes, which more than likely spells fewer jobs. Now, what I'm really interested in here is how exactly does Volkswagen know what is going on at the factory? Well, I can tell you. Elon or whoever is in charge of Gigafactory Grunheide in Berlin in Germany organized an open day. And what happened? Well, the Tesla board, the Tesla CEO, and obviously a lot of the managers went to that open day and actually looked at what was going on and went, whoa, shit, we are way behind this. Here's what they're doing there. Oh, look at that. We'll look at that. Okay, well, we need to change a lot of things. Our plans, we need to change them drastically. We have to prepare manufacturing for much reduced labor in some of the lines. We have to prepare for less complexity, for more speed, for more line speed, said Diess. Well, he said this right after he went on a tour of the Gigafactory that Tesla has built in Germany. The EV competition just got a lot harder for Volkswagen though, as Tesla recently surpassed US 1 trillion. I think they're at US 1.1 trillion. As of the day of me making this video, Tesla shares are at 1,200. They've gone up about 100% in only a few months. Does this matter? Hell yeah, it matters. Why? This gives Tesla cash. They can generate enormous amount of cash by various different means, whether that's using the valuation to borrow more money at extremely low interest rate versus someone like Ford who has to pay a higher interest rate, or they can sell shares, they can sell stock. There's lots of different avenues for Tesla to raise more cash, build more gigafactories, build more automation, focus more on the future. So Tesla's recent surge in stock price has come right after they received a record-breaking EV supply deal and topped the sales charts in Europe in the month of September. Well, if you're not already aware, Tesla actually received an order from Hertz for 100,000 Model 3 sedans. Now, Hertz actually paid full retail price for 100,000 vehicles. That's $4.3 billion. I have never in my life heard of a fleet deal of anything more than 20 cars not receiving a discount. Fleets always receive a discounted price. And all of a sudden, Hertz places an order for 100,000 and receives no discount at all. I've never heard of anything like that before. I mean, let me know if you have. I'd be shocked if you have, because I've never heard of this happening before. Obviously, the market was very surprised. There's huge demand for Tesla's electric cars. Now, if you want to buy a Tesla in America, you've got to wait for most models about 9 to 12 months. And that's in spite of the fact that Tesla keeps on increasing the prices. Crazy. The recent achievements of Tesla are sending a clear message, said Herbert Diess during the company's third quarter results meeting. We have to prepare for a new phase of competition. You have to love this guy. You have to absolutely love this guy. He is the perfect leader for Volkswagen. They could not have done any better. Volkswagen's current market valuation is US 121 billion, or a little bit more than around about, say, 14% of that of Tesla, even though they sell about, nearly 10 times as many cars. Well, you can see why. With statements like this, you can see how it is realistically possible for Tesla to potentially sell 20 million cars in 2030. Why? They are planning to do so. Unlike companies like Toyota, who are planning to fail, Tesla is planning right now for the future. Check out my series of videos. I just made a video yesterday about Tesla's contract with the world's largest mining company for 5 years of lithium supply. Now, do you hear this kind of announcements from a lot of the mainstream car companies? No, you don't. A few weeks ago, Diess welcomed frenemy Tesla CEO Elon Musk to speak virtually at their corporate strategy meeting that I just talked about before, where they discussed semiconductor shortages and EV transitions. Now, in addition to that meeting, earlier this year, Diess announced the Volkswagen Group's plans to develop 6 battery production facilities in Europe in an attempt to become the world's top EV seller by 2025. Will that happen? Absolutely not. But will they become the second largest? Very likely. It's going to be close between BYD, who are aiming to hit 3.5 million by 2025, Volkswagen, and potentially another dark horse. But I believe at this point, first place is well and truly shut and closed, and that will be Tesla in 2025. Now, General Motors has a similar target in a similar time frame for the US market only, according to CEO Mary Barra. I made a video about her statements about beating Tesla by 2025 and whether or not that is actually physically possible based on General Motors' plans for the next 4 years before we get to 2025. I'll put a link in the description to that video. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. You know, I love how fast this is all going. The Chinese market hit 17% electric car sales alone, just full electric cars, not NEVs, not new energy vehicles, purely electric, 17% in September. October may have been even higher, very likely considering the spate of new electric cars that have come out. Dolphin just came out, the BYD Dolphin just came out, the Xpeng P5 just came out. I mean, the new Sherry just came out and they got 20,000 sales in the first 2 weeks. Crazy things are going on in electric cars right now in China and in Germany, as you can see with Tesla and Volkswagen. The market is going to change and transition so quickly. It's very fun and exciting to see. And you know what? This is good. I can't wait until those noisy, smoky, stinky passenger cars are outlawed, especially as all the diesel owners, well, a lot of them, seem to think that they live in Siberia, as they're forever leaving them idling unnecessarily. They just sit in their cars, idling them. Why? You tell me. Volkswagen showed there's no such thing as a clean diesel. Now, I don't know about you, but I think right now, the build quality, materials, fit and finish of Volkswagen products is top notch. They do that very, very well. I'm looking forward to seeing them speed up their electric car plans. Now, I believe at this new announcement in December, Volkswagen are going to say, well, guys, guess what? We said 70% of our cars would be electric in 2030. We've changed our minds. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for subscribing, liking the videos, and supporting the movement. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you again on the next video. Bye-bye.